Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition Sphere of Influence on the Mysterious JG. And to get this to work according to my headcanon, I did kind of cheat a bit and play ahead a couple of turns. We can kind of make this work within my headcanon, but it's going to have to be carefully and deftly done. So I want to make sure that we are doing diplomacy with everybody we need to be doing diplomacy with. I'd like to get Almendretta working on diplomacy with these guys. I would like to get Yoshiaki working on diplomacy with those guys. Those guys are already on our side. The Mori are already on our side. These guys are all pretty much on our side, but we need to get the Chosakabe and definitely the Ukita clan on our side as quickly as possible. Everyone else is kind of already good to go. And then I want to arrange an alliance for 6 months with the Maida. I let this alliance slip, but I've changed my plans. That kind of thing happens. Then I need to get back to work on them right away. I'll have Uncle Baldo do it. No, I'll have Grimmeth do it. He's slightly more effective. I need this to be going as soon as possible. What's going on up here?
What are you wanting? What are you wanting?
Buy some horses, I suppose.
Thanking you very much.
Sell a bit of food.
What are you wanting?
Just to make up for the horses.
Thanking you very much.
Where are you at, man? How close are you to home? 107 days away from home is bloody-handed. He's heading for Yamagata Castle. We might need the bloody-handed to,
Yes, my lord.
head on over here and just we'll manually move him at the end of the month. Vulture Bean working on the roads. Got another castle completed. Ieyasu Clan has been eliminated by the Tokugawa Alliance. Excuse me. The Alliance and Toyotomi Mania. We will hire these people. And then I need to remember to get a couple of people. Kariando, Shaman Yamazaki. We got to get some of our best officers down here to this area, because our best strategy, once things go to war with the Tokugawa, is going to be to assume that Ina's cities that are held out here are not going to be defensible. We'll fight for them as best we can. Hopefully we don't lose any officers, or but what we need to try to do, while the Tokugawa are kind of split by us a little bit, is we need to take the valley here. I don't know the actual geographical name of this river valley, but like Edo Castle is here. That's the current capital of Japan. Odawara Castle's here. That one might be a bit of a stretch, but we need to try to capture these cities as quickly as possible, because if we lose these cities and capture these cities, I can settle for that. So I think if we do that, we actually will win the economic advantage over the Tokugawa. Particularly if we can do that while keeping the Maida alive as our allies. Masamune, I bet you're on top of the world catching me like this. Daimyo of the Shimatoba. He fought for the east at the Battle of Sekigahara against his father, Yoshitaka. Afterwards, he begged clemency for his father, but it was already too late. He fought for the east, which means he's actually was on our side, but remember your name and return the favor. But yeah, this month is when Toyotomi Clan was eliminated. Yep. On November 1608, pro-Tokugawa coalition led by Ieyasu Tokugawa defeated the Toyotomi Clan at last. We finally defeated the Toyotomi Clan. Which, I mean, for Masamune, it makes sense. My headcanon now is Masamune was building up, trying to be a power. But also, like, he'd spent the last few months, once he'd finally conquered the north, he was building cities away from the front lines. He's just building up cities, trying to actually modernize and build up his own territory, right? But in the meantime, he wanted to stamp out the Toyotomi because he blamed Hideyoshi for holding him back in the past. So to me, it makes sense that he comes in on Ieyasu's side of that conflict. All right. Well, let's have a victory feast. Gain 4,525 gold, 50,000 supplies, 105 horses, 195 muskets. Trust of all clans in pro-Tokugawa coalition has decreased.
Your head is mine.
Meanwhile, Ujiyoshi Horinochi has been killed by Yukimura. Seems a shame.
Let's march.
Do I have my Do I have my answer from the Maeda about an alliance yet? Did I remember to get Okay, well I did remember. I can't move him until the next turn, but I did remember at least to have two vultures, including two officers, including Vulture Bobo. The other one would have been GG Mystery, have entered that castle. Seems the Maeda clan has given us their answer. So, you want to join forces? Sure, why not? So, we're all buddies. Me, Ieyasu, the Maeda. We're friends. We're friends. Let's leave bases far away from our main castle to the lords.
Let us begin the meeting. Reporting in.
Toba Castle surrounded by 4,000 troops.
Here is last month's balance.
We're making more than we're spending, even with all those policies. We have the Naval Master trait. We got muskets from the tribes. Everything's going really well. It just seems like it's going to be a wonderful, peaceful time in Japan that will last forever. No doubt about it. Let's edit the provinces and let's get these new castles that are not part of any province to be under this province so that they can be managed. Yep, there we go. We can teach the naval trait, attack power and defense up at sea. I don't know who's going to need it, but what the hell? It's not something Masamune is going to learn. You might as well be selfish with it. I don't see us doing a lot of naval battles. I mean, the naval battles that tend to hop up in this game are, you know, you could get some up here, but the clans on southern Hokkaido are not that powerful. Whoever's attacking, by the time somebody gets up here and is ready to attack them, if they're not one of the weak clans that starts here, that's trying to build north first, they're strong enough. It's gonna be it's relevant when clans on Honshu are trying to invade Shikoku or Kyushu, but if we take out Tokugawa and then storm our way through Tokugawa territories to Kyoto, we will actually be able to get a warband victory before we'd ever attack Shikoku or Kyushu. So I don't anticipate us ever invading these islands. We'll have already won the game by the time we get there. The only possible reason we'd need to is if the Maeda gets stronger and I decide to keep them as our allies and I just go west to get more territory. So yeah, we're not really expecting to need to do anything with the with naval. which is why it doesn't matter that I just gave it to... who wants to be our vassal? We keep seeing this message. He wants to be our vassal? He's going to end up getting swallowed by the Tokugawa. So, I guess I could do that. That would be interesting. Because if Tokugawa attacks him, it's one more reason for us to fight Tokugawa, right? Tokugawa will take over that guy. And if he doesn't, it'll be a curiosity that he's still alive. So we'll go into our regular old domestics. This city was really not a good one to build, despite me not getting the message warning me that this is a crappy place to build a city. It's going to take forever before it matters, but we'll do a town fair here. It will eventually be relevant, I guess. So now we're going to need a route for troops to travel. Let's make sure that we've got... It would be kind of nice if we had a central road all the way up through. Yeah, I mean we're gonna have troops marching from all the way up there. So Lady Tolpanzer might be working on that for a while. She might be too valuable to have working on that, actually. Baldo's not a terrible... I'm looking for somebody who's got... Yeah, you have pretty bad traits for war, so we wouldn't be using you for war anyway. So I'm kind of assigning road work to people that we're not going to be using for war soon. Should give you an idea of what's about to happen. I'm trying to figure out what the fastest routes are through some of these territories. It's going to get pretty iffy. So we're already working on these roads. Get to work on those roads. Some of these places are just not going to have the absolute best roads, but those roads are already pretty good. It's hard for me to tell what should be improved up here. There are no bases nearby with eligible officers. What if I start my road improvements up here? Yeah, these were... Again, looking for people who are kind of terrible at war. So that's... I don't need to have every single road perfect, but having there be multiple good paths to take could be nice. Actually, JG Mystery is kind of suited for this. That would just have Bobo marching out there on his own without the intelligence score to help him out. Kumo Arisato isn't... Yeah, you're clearly better suited. That's probably enough. Let's get some upgrades going on some of these castles here. You need a turret, because you could get attacked. Probably should be the overseer, but whatever. Nobody can do any improvements here. An enclosure here would give you more hit points. So we won't have an overseer there for a minute. Everyone will be occupied. That's probably enough. And I used enough labor that I didn't have enough for everybody.
What do you want?
It's still not time to
very much.
buy those teapots. I might not have an opportunity to do teapots. The teapot quest.
What are you wanting? Thanking you very much.
Just trying to keep our horse and gun counts going good. Anybody I should be doing diplomacy with I'm not already doing diplomacy with? No. Got my alliance going with you guys. Save the game in case I mistimed something, because this is going to have to be carefully done if I want to have my headcanon. We have a reason to betray the Tokugawa that's admirable. I'm just having fun with it, guys. It's an LP. I'm having fun with it. We'll betray them one way or another. I think my military officers always knew that we were going to be heading into conflict with them. Masamune is trying to... He's obviously, even though I was saying, oh, we're building up the north, we're building up our country, obviously down here, we're focusing entirely on conscripts right now. That should be noticeable to anyone who's able to... I don't know that we have the ability for other countries to carefully observe how our domestic development's going, but that would stand out a bit. Is there anyone else that I want to move at? Because I don't really want to take anyone else out at Komatsu. It's going to have some great military officers in it because that's where the Tokugawa, Takeda guys are. But it feels pretty rough to take anyone out of there now. So Madoka Date, Earl King, and Bucha Rubios all should probably come out of there. And this guy here, he was the leader of a clan, although honestly, I also remember that he dies soon. When I was off screen goofing around, he actually died. So I don't remember if I gave him a title or anything to make him better, like us, but because usually the leaders of clans have good stats, but he's untrusting, so his stats are low. But he's gonna die, so it doesn't really matter. So Earl King, Bucha Rubios, and Madoka Date, what are they all doing right now? She is constructing. He's doing road work. Earl King, I could move out of there right now. And I probably should. Matter of fact, this would be a good place for him to go. Oh, but now I gotta figure out where the hell he is. So he won't actually be there in time to act as overseer this turn, but And we're heading into... Oh, whoa, whoa, Merry Christmas, guys. Hope you're enjoying my Samurai Warriors 4 videos. But it's time. It's Christmas 1608. And we're getting ready to head into a new year of what I'm sure will be peace and prosperity for all of Japan. And New Japan. And Pro Wrestling Noah, which I don't even know if that's Japanese promotion or not. Vulture Bean has begun improving roads. She's going to make it take forever to get her out of that territory. She might stay up there, actually. Hell, I could make Vulture Bean the ruler of northern Japan. It's not like she's watching the LP, but it's still something I could do. Seems the Kuki clan has given us their answer, and it's a pie in the face. Protect my clan, I have no choice. So we've made them a vassal, which is kind of fun. And we finished a turret. Bring the minister trait. So this is how my dreams unification ends. Oh man, I hope you weren't like the only vassal at whatever castle you're in, or one of like 2. I've gained the charismatic trait, which is why it's strange no one knows who I am. Hey, a Kuki clan has sent, would you accept my daughter as your ward? Oh, it's Tomo Kuki. It's Kuki Tomo. Dr. Tomo. Kuki. I will serve as your daughter, my liege. Cool.
Let us begin the meeting. Here is last month's balance.
Spent more than we made because of a lot of infrastructure work. We still should be okay. 1 month left in our truces. Want to save the game again. I'm getting kind of paranoid about that now. Mistiming anything here. Because with 1 month left, we should probably be concentrating when, you know, whatever work needs to be done per the okay, nothing needs to be done over here. They actually want me to conduct a new fortress for now. So the enclosure isn't ready yet, but the turret is. Could do a sally port, which would allow them to deploy forces even when surrounded. This place is pretty... do the same deal. I could do a sally port. This place already has a annex. It's got all that stuff is kind of coming. Oh yeah, because that's the place I just upgraded. Duh. This place is already fully upgraded. This place has got the basics that you need when you're on the front line. This one does. This one does not. I think I just have to hope that some of these castles don't get attacked because there's other things in the way. Or that other castles would be able to defend them if they were. That being said, a annex here would be good in the long term. This place, I mean, it hasn't built up that much yet, but I built it up castle-wise, yes. And this is 10,000 hit points. They are not going to take Oda Castle. The war would have to be going very poorly for us to lose Oda Castle quickly. We're gonna have a lot of losses over here and possibly over here, but Oda Castle is 10,000 hit points. That will not go quickly or quietly. You know what? Let's just
What are you wanting? What are you wanting? Thanking you very much.
sell a little bit of supplies. Can't afford to sell too many now. And use up all of our labor on that. We've almost got enough. We need about 40 to invite them into a coalition, I believe. Or maybe it's 20. But I'm really trying to get... These guys have a truce with the Tokugawa. Might want to start working on them too. But it could be time to start appeasing some tribes. Keiji is a great tribe appeaser. And it would be a good idea to have some of these tribes down here near the Tokugawa on our side. %, support out of some of those guys. That's not going to work if they interfere anyway. Got some turrets complete. Just kind of waiting for these truces to wear off and then to see what happens. My biggest concern when I off-screen this, once I got the Mori to join our coalition, another time they had already allied with the Takeda, or the Tokugawa, so that could make a difference as to how effective our coalition is. The Ukita are actually between the Mori and the Tokugawa by and large, but still. Like having all three powers over here on the same side and getting them to harass Tokugawa on this side would make it a lot easier for the Maida to survive. I love the fact that the Kuki clan has become our vassals, too. And we got Earl King in Kanoda Castle now. I feel like there's some officers I should have pulled out that I didn't pull out. And I haven't moved... I know they're up here somewhere, but haven't necessarily moved... My liege, there are no bases near our province we can attack. Oh, don't worry. You will be at war soon enough. Coin exchange has been constructed. Yeah, she's worried that there's not going to be enough war. I think she'll be okay. Landmark popular at Mamoru Castle. People have flocked to town and many stores have opened up. Gain the flood controller trait. No, I control floods.
Let us begin the meeting. Here is last month's balance.
We made more than we spent for a change.
Reporting in.
Oh, because I sold food. Training is paid off. Yep. Truce with the various clans has ended. Mori clan has changed their mind about us. Hey, Keiji actually got a tribe to swear allegiance to us. That's good, but... There we go, folks. So another video. I mean, I was all nervous about this play session. We've had 2 videos of non-action, but when shit breaks down, it's going to break down. And it actually should be in the next video that the Tokugawa should attack. The Tokugawa should attack the Maida in the next video. And when that happens, my plan is to end the alliance and form a coalition against them, because the Maeda are my allies. And even though I have a marriage alliance with the Tokugawa and my alliance with the Maeda is much shorter term, I think obviously Masamune, as a man of peace, can't believe that Tokugawa would strike against somebody who was in his coalition helping him defeat the Toyotomi. I mean, that just ruins Masamune's the dewy patina of youth and innocence that still covers his one eye is now being scrubbed away. At least it will be in the next video, and he will respond in force. I'm the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you'll tune in next time when we're probably going to be going to war with the Tokugawa. See you then.